Hey everybody, welcome. Can you all hear?
Hello, can you hear us, please? Just looking at the chat real quick.
Yep.
See if we can... Yeah. I don't... Oh, wait. Oh,
Yes,
okay, cool.
Yeah,
That took
a little bit of a chat delay. We
Little
couldn't really
delay.
tell what was happening.
Yeah.
All right, well, welcome to our second AnimEigo Town Hall. This is more to have a dialogue with you guys rather than to specifically announce anything in particular. But we do want to update you on all the fun stuff that we have ready to talk about, and even some stuff that really isn't ready to talk about yet. But hey, I run the company. Who's going to get in trouble?
Yeah, I mean, if you're here for new announcements, then you'll unfortunately be disappointed. We don't have any new licenses to announce in this live stream. But we do have some fun stuff to talk about regarding our upcoming releases that you do know about.
Yep. So let's get started. Oops, wrong window. A second here. We are working on a lot of things. You should probably already know this. We're very, very busy people, but it's not just AnimEigo stuff and Whole Grain Pictures stuff, but we're still doing 10 discs a month for Discotheque. And we are also working on Macross 2 with Robert for ye olde AnimEigo. And we just announced that we're doing our first gig with Media Blasters. We're doing Fudo for them in both UHD Blu-ray and regular Blu-ray. So we're excited about that, but oh my god, this is a lot.
Yeah, as the year ends, our work with Discotheque won't end or anything. We're still working with them, obviously, but it will slow down a bit and will give us some more time to focus on our own stuff for AnimEigo and Whole Grain Pictures, and now maybe we'll do some more work for Media Blasters down the line. They've been thinking about that.
Yeah, they've been public about that.
Yeah.
But as far as the Discotheque stuff goes, we don't have we haven't announced everything that we've restored, but as for stuff that we haven't gotten to yet, there really isn't anything that I know of. Maybe they'll spring something nasty on us. You can never tell.
Yeah, no, you never know.
But until then, we're trucking. We got our hands full doing our own thing. So let's talk about some of those things. Just to go over these, we have Riding Bean coming September 10th. This is a new Blu-ray. There was previously a Kickstarter Blu-ray, but this is a brand new one with brand new packaging. We've managed to unearth the German and Catalan dubs for this. If you've ever want to hear Bean Bandit speak in German, surprisingly young sounding.
Yeah, honestly, the German dub is pretty high quality from what I heard of it. Along with the Catalan dub, which is one of those dubs that they made for Spain. I don't think they made one in Castilian, did they?
No, just Catalan. And why just Catalan, I couldn't tell you. But these are the only dubs that I know to exist, and we included them along with the German subtitles from the German DVD because why not? It was there. And we have the rights, so why not? Also, my friend Matt, who you may know from his work with Japan Today, Matt Schley, he was awesome, and he shot a brand new interview with Kenichi Sonoda in Tokyo, and we just got the subtitles back, and we got some good juicy stuff in there.
Some too hot for the actual extra, sure.
Yeah, there was a couple things he's like, "Don't put this in," and we're just like, "Damn it!" But yeah, there's some good stuff. At any rate, so it'll be a really nice new disc, and we've been seeing a lot of interest about this. And if you already got the Kickstarter disc and you want some of that fancy new extras, there is an upgrade forum. Just check our Twitter account, and you can and also just go to animeigo.com. There's a link to it on our blog, where you can fill out a quick Google Sheet or Google form, and we will send you a 50% off coupon code, good for you and you only.
While we're advertising, I'd like to take this opportunity to also plug our Whole Grain Pictures label that you can access through the AnimEigo website, where you can find our two releases.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about those after we get through all of these, because I want to show them the fancy packaging.
Of course.
Speaking of fancy packaging, if you order directly from us from the MediaOCD.com store, you get this. This is the exclusive cardboard slipcover. And we do cardboard slips a little bit differently than everybody else. One thing we hear a lot is fans, getting a slightly beat up or dinged copy and then just being really unsatisfied having that imperfect slip on their shelf. Well, so what we do is we package it separately, flat in the box, in its own little plastic baggie. So then when you get it, you can uncurl it and slide the case in, making sure it's in perfect mint condition on your shelf.
Yes, we've already done this with Too Much Sleep, which we'll talk about later. And we've gotten really good feedback from the people who received their slipcovers. The way they come is they're folded. So they, it's more difficult to damage them than if they came on the actual disc itself, the package itself.
We don't round the corners.
Yes, they're square.
Yeah, nobody else other than Discotech does that, and that was a way to prevent the corners from getting crumpled for Discotech. We're trying this just because honestly, we make way more money if you order from the web store, so we got to dangle a carrot.
Right. Ordering direct from us helps support us a lot more than if you would buy from Crunchyroll or Amazon or other retailers.
We love it when you buy from anybody. At Crunchyroll, we like those guys, but buying direct helps us a ton. So that's Writing Bean. The other nice part about doing the slipcover like this is because nobody has to scan it separately. We can just fill it with art. We don't have to worry about the barcode or replicating all of the technical data. It's just art. So
yeah, so that's if you order from our store, that is the only way you'll get these slipcovers.
Yeah. So, next up, we have another old school AnimEigo fan favorite, Otaku no Video, also with Kenichi Sonoda character designs. This is Otaku no Video. It is the sorta, not really, history of Gainax. May they rest in peace.
Sure.
Yeah. Nobody's dead. But...
Nobody's... Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was a company with a lot of history, and, they really... had a lot of influence on the way anime developed. So it's it's a shame to see them go, such a company like that go. Well, we have a bunch of records of their history, and Otaku no Video is definitely one of those that we recommend for anyone that is interested in the history of the anime industry in Japan. If you want to talk a little bit about that.
Well, I'd rather people read the new essay. Now, Sean O'Mara of Colony Drop fame was awesome enough to write us a brand new essay that explains, because the thing about Otaku no Video, if you've studied up, they play really fast and loose with the facts. It's a very much an embellishing of the story. It crisscrosses reality, but doesn't really sit in it. So this essay is pretty important just to kind of set the record straight, explain what's real, what's not. So it's some important reading, and it's a really great essay. I just finished proofreading it. Also, this disc, it's the same remaster as the Kickstarter disc, but you can, and it also has the ability to watch it with or without the live action segments, which are not to everybody's taste. But since we're using seamless branching, we don't have to use a BD50. It's MediaOCD's, classic encode. It looks gorgeous. I think you'll be pretty satisfied with it. And here's a look at the cardboard O-card.
The Kickstarter version had some exclusive new art, but we decided to go back to the classic stuff that more people would probably appreciate.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. Look at that. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I'd be happy to have this on my shelf. So that's coming October 8th. And again, if you want to upgrade or side grade, as the case may be, there's a couple commentary tracks that they made for the Kickstarter disc that we couldn't use, but you got some new stuff, you got a nice new encode, and you got some nice new packaging. So if that's something that you want, there's an upgrade form on the website, and you can get your 50% off coupon code. So, real quick, I don't want to dwell on this too much, but Megazone 2.3, as the mass market version as it currently exists, is going out of print. There's only a few hundred copies left at our distributor, and we only have like 30 in our warehouse. It's almost gone. So if you want this edition, now's the time to buy it. We will be having a little more news about the future of Megazone 2.3 at Otaku. So, yeah, look forward to that. We'll actually be announcing a few things at Otaku. It should be exciting. So, a few weeks ago, we released our first t-shirt. And it sounded pretty good. You know, it wasn't to everybody's taste. It has a little get off my lawn energy, which is, you know, honestly, a lot of you guys have been with us for a really long time. You know, AnimEigo has been around since, good lord, 1988.
Crazy.
Yeah. So we wanted to kind of give a little bit of bragging rights to our fans who've been around with us for a really long time.
Yeah, you know, literally, Justin has been an anime nerd longer than I have been alive, I think. So
93?
97.
Okay, shit.
Yeah.
Watch my face just dissolve into like ash.
The Saving Private Ryan
gif right there. Yeah. So I did get a little feedback that the tagline was a little dickish, which it's me, of course it is. But also, I also heard from a lot of people like, "Am I old enough to wear this? I don't know." And I'm just like, "It's fine. No one is going to audit you." But also,
you can be old at heart, you know.
So, well, and I very much am. So. The other thing is, I made a couple rookie mistakes since this was our first t-shirt. I ordered way too many smalls and not enough 3XLs. Insert joke here. We have enough 4XLs and we have plenty of 2XLs. So if you're one of those, you know, we should have you covered. And in the meantime, I'll you know, once at least one more size runs out, I'll do a reorder. But we have some other designs coming, some that are a little more inclusive, and, you know, look forward to those. In the meantime, we got some really good feedback on the fabric. This t-shirt, it's a brand that I really like, called Next Level. I have some shirts that have been in my regular rotation for literally a decade, and they still look brand new. So I think these are some really nice ones. You just got yours. You haven't unwrapped it yet.
Yeah, I haven't unwrapped mine, but I mean, I've heard that, and people in the comments are even saying that, yeah, the shirt's really soft, really good quality. So yeah, I'm glad that people are enjoying it.
Oh, that's true. Someone just said that this shirt will only get more accurate with time. Yeah, buy it now. It's an investment.
Yeah, it'll be a piece of history.
I probably, you know, I might reorder a couple sizes, but I'm not going to make a ton more of these. This is really for our people who've been with us forever, and it's time to, you know, build new fandom from here. So this shirt means that you're OG AnimEigo. So treasure it. So let's talk about the future. The main reason that I wanted to have this town hall, and we've been. Honestly, I want to just start doing these on a regular basis, just because we like talking with you guys. We like hearing your feedback in real time, and we like just keeping you up to date with what we're doing, because there's a lot, and it's just I'd rather have the open communication. You guys support us, and I want to be able to interface with you directly. So let's talk about some of that stuff. Y'all thought I was joking. So I did notice that a number of the shows I was either bidding on or wanted to bid on were about kids that had it kind of rough, and so I'm like, let's make it its own little like sub-label. So this is the sub-label. I don't have anything to announce for this yet, but I hope to pretty soon.
It's a great idea, I think. There's so many anime that, you know, have, you know, kids go through such awful things, you know.
Right. But honestly, like, I find it oddly like compelling the resilience. You know,
Right.
people are stronger than they give themselves credit for, and these anime are a good reminder of that.
Yeah, a lot of these stories are like overcoming hardship and that kind of thing. So,
Also, frankly, I think this is going to look amazing on a T-shirt.
oh yeah,
Or like a trucker cap.
for sure.
So, yeah, this is where my mind is going, which is a scary place.
Just an idea, you know.
Yeah. Oh, hey. I'm this way. Okay. So a couple other things that we have going on. So I have one so far vinyl record project that I'm working on. Can't announce it yet. Should probably be able to announce it at Otakon. It's going to be pretty cool. Right now, I'm thinking I'll probably make it a web store exclusive. I'd love to hear what you guys think about that. So it will be something very special for old school AnimEigo fans. As far as new titles go, we have one license signed and one that has been agreed to, but I'm just waiting on the contract. And then I have one more proposal out. I'm going to make a couple more offers this month. Luckily, Anime Expo is in, 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's quite soon.
It's too much.
Quite soon.
But I'm going to make a couple offers. The nice thing about Anime Expo is the whole Japanese industry converges here in town in LA, so I can just have those meetings and say, hey, how about this? Mm-hmm. And they'll roll their eyes and go, I'll look into it. And that is usually how things go.
Right.
So my goal, this is a lofty goal. I don't know that I can hold to it, but I'm going to try my damnedest. We're going to try to do one new AnimEigo disc a month for 2025. Some of them will be reissues, classic AnimEigo stuff, but some of them won't be. And also, I don't have the clearest idea of what Robert and some of our other clients are going to send our way, but
yeah.
I think everyone will be pretty happy.
Yeah, I mean, things are up in the air, obviously. But as far as right now, we do have on track for one disc a month, at least leading up to the end of the year. So,
also, another big project of mine has been working on distribution outside of the U.S. Not just for discs, but for actual streaming as well. Like there's a lot of streaming partners outside of the U.S. and Canada, and for a lot of these shows, we do have European rights. So we're looking into that. Also, frankly, for a lot of smaller European markets, it's just really hard to have an audience big enough to actually sell discs of older anime. And that's something that I hope to change looking forward. The other thing that I really want to think about is what sort of merchandise would you guys like? I would love to concentrate, obviously, apparel, obviously, the usual stuff that you find at most anime things, but I want to think outside the box. I want to think, what will you actually use in your day-to-day life? What can you bring with you in your bag to work or school? What can you just kind of... What can be like a secret handshake with your other old-school nerds? That's the sort of thing I'm thinking about. And if you have ideas, I would love to have them. Please let me know you know how to find me.
Yeah, we're open to suggestions, and they don't just have to be branded AnimEigo stuff. They can also be stuff like Bubblegum Crisis, for example.
Yeah, most of the AIC stuff. So we do have merch rights for Bubblegum Crisis, 80 Police. I'm not sure 80 Police would make good merch. It might.
It might. I mean, I have a little keychain with the 80 Police emblem, which is really cool. I mean, you gave it to me, but
right, that is cool actually.
Yeah, that's a cool thing.
So yeah, there's a lot of things that we can do. I just want to Justin Sveikas blow up doll. Thank you, appreciate that. Not at all. Yowie pedals, I hate you. I genuinely hate you. Okay, so phone case. The problem with phone cases is that they change every phone model. Right. So that those are kind of an inventory nightmare. So maybe not. Maybe we can do something through like a print to order thing. Posters, yeah, that's definitely something that I would want to look into. I would have to check artwork, see what we have there.
Yeah, posters, tote bags.
Yeah, you need something pretty high res for a good poster.
Mm-hmm.
Bubblegum Crisis shirts. Okay, so actually, this is a good time to ask. We checked with AIC. They seem pretty okay with us making new original artwork, as long as it, obviously sticks pretty close to model. What do you think of, like, 16-bit, like, Super Nintendo style artwork for apparel and such? Is that something you guys would be into? I guess it'll be a minute before they can respond.
But I mean, yeah,
There's a lag.
I'm seeing so many like charms and plushies and stuff. I don't know how.
Mouse pads. Do people still use mouse pads?
Yes, actually, it's
well,
mostly
besides
for decoration.
besides the Opie mouse pads.
Well, no.
Okay.
I think a lot of people do use them.
Kenom did nothing wrong shirts. I love that.
Okay, so I think people would like the 16
PC98 style art.
PC98 would be awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we got a winner. I think we got a winner. Okay. So, yeah, that's enough of that. One thing that we've been thinking a lot about is that in this era where everything's streaming, everything's Crunchyroll, and anime has gotten very corporate, we are obviously very not corporate. I mean, that's my kitchen.
Yeah, I mean, literally running this whole operation out of Justin's living room, literally.
And your bedroom.
Yeah, I mean, I'm part of it too.
Everyone works from home.
Yeah, and most the people who work with us are contractors. They're not even full time.
Yeah, you're right. We'll have another full time employee, but for right now, you're it.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, that's the other reason I wanted to have these live streams. I wanted you to get to know and meet all of our staff because...
Yeah. I mean, Justin's been a figure of the industry for decades at this point. But, sorry.
This is my life.
But, I mean, a lot of you might know us from, like, Twitter and, forums and things, but we haven't gotten, aside from, like, discotheque live streams, to really get to know you guys on a more personal level, you know what I mean? Like, more face-to-face kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah. Well, and more importantly, I just want to rebuild that feeling of community,
Yeah.
Not to date myself, but back in the 90s when I was getting into anime, we had... You couldn't get everything very easily, honestly, but you could also do things like, we had monthly screenings, and I met a bunch of really great friends that way. We had, a lot of just small parties of people getting together and watching cool stuff. And that's something that we kind of want to just try to bring back and just kind of help people, get their friends together in the flesh. Post-COVID, everyone is, like, a little bit lonely, a little bit, like, not seeing as people as much as they'd like, and it would be a really cool thing to just kind of have meetups and have AnimEigo be
bring back the old days of the anime clubs and things.
We AnimEigo should be the Burger King Kids Club of anime publishers. Maybe not.
I don't know, Burger King.
Well, definitely not Burger King. But you're probably too young to remember when that was, like, a really cool thing.
No, I never lived through a time where Burger King was cool.
So, this was definitely, like, early 90s, but, like, kids really look forward... They advertise the Burger King Kids Club on TV. Kids really look forward to going and, like, joining their stupid little, like, sign-in thing where you'd get free mailings and coupons and...
Interesting.
Dumb mazes and things.
Interesting. I mean, the coolest thing that I remember was, like, they had, like, Nintendo 64s at McDonald's or whatever.
They had Nintendo 64s at McDonald's?
Or maybe they were Gamecubes, I don't remember, but they had them. They had something.
Anyway, the theatrical screenings would be amazing. Theatrical screenings would be amazing. I don't know that we currently have something that would work that way, but we're definitely talking to the right people. the Burger King Kids Club of Anime Publishers as a T-shirt. Yeah, that's a good idea.
It's for another OG kind of vibe, because
right.
most people my age wouldn't know what that means.
So, what would you guys think if we put together some, like, party kits, as AnimEigo party kits? You know, for a discounted price, we could throw some like, you know, branded drink, some coasters, some, you know, some microwave popcorn, and maybe a couple T-shirts and some Blu-rays in like one nice little party package. Would that be something people would be into?
Yeah, a little party bag,
coffee
gift bag,
coffee mugs. Yeah, definitely coffee mugs.
Yeah, definitely. That's the first thing I brought up. People love their coffee mugs.
Yep. Wine glasses.
Wine glasses would be interesting, but would it just be like art printed on the glass itself, or?
You could do etchings. You could do artwork etchings.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea. 80 police party kits. Party like it's 2030. I love it. Let's see, featuring the boomer deaths. Jesus. That might be... Well, also, would it be visceral without being able to put red on the glass? Oh,
yeah.
Maybe you'd have to...
Yeah, I'd have to figure out how to make the artwork still visible.
Right. Shot glasses.
Shot glasses is fun.
Interesting. The, you know, I feel like with at least Bubblegum Crisis and Riding Bean, I've kind of been given a really loose leash by the licensor. And that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, we're in a pretty interesting situation with those rights.
Yeah.
As long as we pay them, we can do a lot.
Not anything we want, but the licensor dude is extremely agreeable in a way that you don't see very often. So
especially these days, I think licensors are getting more and more strict.
In fact, I can't tell you how many times that we have gone to the licensors for approval for things, especially recently, last year.
Last 1 or 2 years.
It's been really bad. Things that we thought were fine, things that were even released before, they're like, you can't use that. Where'd you get that logo? And we're like, I don't even know. You gave it to us.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Well, but my point is for a licensor to be this chill.
Yeah, it's pretty rare these days to have someone give us this much freedom, you know? It's not like the old days where you can print out a Mega Man box art and it looks nothing like him, you know?
Riding Bean air fresheners. Ooh, that's a great idea.
That's pretty cool. Like car themed stuff.
Yeah.
For Riding Bean.
I'm not a super big car guy, but I definitely have people I can ask. They allowed a nude Nene shirt back in the day. Okay, so we just got the translations back for Kenichi Sonoda's interview. Apparently, he is the guy that invented anime boobs that jiggle independently of each other. I didn't know that. That's one hell of a feather in his cap.
Yeah, for sure. The influence.
Bad box art Bubblegum Crisis. Would that be a special edition that like someone just drew in crayon with their left hand?
It might as well be.
I think that one might be over the line with the licensor.
Yeah, maybe they wouldn't want us mocking the property like that.
Car stickers. Ooh, that's a really good idea. I
That's
see
a good
those
idea.
everywhere.
Yeah. So, especially nowadays, you see so many people with their anime car stickers, and they're just on the windows and things. Yeah, those are really popular.
So, let's see.
Bumper stickers, yeah.
Bumper stickers. What would those be? My other car is a...
What does he drive?
Well, it's not really a real car, I don't think, is it?
I don't know.
Can you tell we're not car guys? AnimEigo Frisbee or Hacky Sacks. Is that our audience? That doesn't seem like our audience.
I don't know. I mean, it's a cool idea, though.
Like, I might attempt to play Ultimate Frisbee, although even though I'm fit, I'm scared of projectiles. So I think that would end really badly.
Yeah, okay, a lot of people are asking about plushies. I don't know how difficult those are or what the logistics would be.
We should be able to do those. Plushies are hard, and it takes some learning. It's something that be willing to look into. Actually, yeah, Pris plushie would be pretty cool. Or just like all four girls in both in and out of their hard suits. That'd be awesome.
It'd be cool to have each one and then like a pack with all of them for a discount or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, boomer shirt. Okay, so I've definitely been making that joke, and there are definitely ideas. You don't get opportunities like that and not take advantage of them.
Yeah, of course.
It was interesting trying to explain that to a old Japanese guy.
Someone who is of that that age.
K did his best. Our translator K. New VHS tape labels for old AnimEigo releases. First of all, I think were those. I don't think they actually had labels. I think they were actually silk screened onto the cassettes. CD soundtracks. I really wonder if people want CDs
As a bonus feature, maybe, but that also it might come into question the rights with the record companies and stuff as well.
I mean, if we can get them, it's not out of the question for certain properties. I think vinyl is probably a little more
vinyl is definitely
sellable.
Just more. People go out of their way to buy vinyls. Not so much for CDs these days.
Otaku no video condoms. No prophylactic like being an anime fan. Let's see.
Cassettes. I don't know about that.
Those sell.
Do they?
Yeah.
I know they sell, but what's the because I know VHS stuffs are really expensive to manufacture.
No, audio cassettes. I mean, the quality isn't great, but
I mean, it's cool to have them.
Well, also quality was never the point for cassette.
Yeah, it was the usability of them.
Let's see.
A lot of people say CDs would be cool.
Okay, well, CDs are really cheap to make, so it's not something I'll dismiss out of hand. Let's. I have this one vinyl project about ready to go, and we're still in contract, so I'll add CD to that just in case enough people want it. Let's see. Otaku no Video, Opie Mouse Pets. I don't think I have merch rights for Otaku no Video. So that's the thing. So with Gynax closing, we have the rights that we have, but getting new rights and approvals might be difficult going forward because I don't know who to talk to, and when it does get assigned to somebody, that person won't know what the procedures are, or even if there are procedures. So,
right, because Gynax still had some rights right up to the point where they closed.
Yeah, and Otaku no Video is one of them. They were our licensor for that. And I still don't have clarity where I'm supposed to be sending the royalty checks, but we'll deal with that when it comes up.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a variety of different places, but, I mean, who knows at this point.
Oh, I should probably update them on Crash, shouldn't I?
Oh, sure, yeah, Bubblegum Crash.
Yeah, so Bubblegum Crash is in production for Blu-ray. So here's the deal. I was hoping to get that out this year. It's not looking like it's going to happen. There are 3 episodes. Episodes 1 and 3, there is no film left at all.
Yeah, the masters are gone.
Yeah, and so what you saw on Blu-ray or on DVD is a representation of what existed. So we sent that to Astro Res, and it came back. It's pretty Black Crush, but it looks pretty good for the most part. There are a couple shots that are just like, but it is what it is. There's not really anything else.
Yeah, it's a situation where you work with what you got, best you can do with it. But for episode 2, though, I did, strangely enough, somebody on Yahoo Auctions was selling the original camera negative of the second episode. Really friggin' weird.
Yeah, it's not in the best shape. It has some mold damage, but we did get it scanned. It looks great.
Yes, we did get it scanned. It looks a lot better than working with an upscale. But like Justin just said, it does have some mold damage and things that
discolorations.
Yeah, things that we need to figure out what to do with. But.
So it's going to. I want to have that both Crash dubs. Yes, with this we'll have the manga video dub as well. So it's way better than any old analog master. We're going to clean it up. I've already started. I think it'll clean up okay, but it's just going to take some time. And yeah, so between the AstraRes upcons of 1 and 3 and the new scan that we'll be cleaning up of 2, it should be a really nice package, and I think it'll be worth the wait. As far as AD police files go, we're still looking for the film. We're told that they exist. However, the company that is the custodian of them has had some turnover, so they have to figure out who to talk to, et cetera, et cetera. It's just a lot of legwork.
Logistics.
A lot of legwork by people who are pretty busy, and this isn't their first priority. So,
of course, yeah.
Maybe they'll be a little more motivated once I send my first royalty check in a few weeks.
Right. It's all about building trust in this industry.
It really is, and I don't blame anybody for I'm still not a super well-known quantity, and when it comes to the Japan side, everyone knows me on this side, of course. But
yeah, Justin's pretty new over there. I mean, it's the first time that we're doing stuff on our own, really.
Right. God, I wish my Japanese was better. I gotta do something about that. What about the Bubblegum Crisis and 80 Police radio dramas? Could there be an English translation for those? I didn't know those existed.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Well, I can ask. I don't know who owns those. The problem generally with radio dramas is that there's really not a good way to release them in English.
Unless it's like some extra on a Blu-ray, but usually the rights are different.
The rights are different, which means you have to pay separately for them, which means that you really can't package it separately.
Yeah.
So if it happens, it's usually someone not paying attention. Don't question it, just roll with it. So let's see. I think someone asking, I believe we got a few questions earlier about Vampire Princess Miyu. I have nothing to report yet, but I will say don't worry, be patient.
Will there be a reissue of Bubblegum Crisis?
Yeah, probably. Look, Bubblegum Crisis, as long as we own the rights, we'll be doing something nice with it, but all of the we have to change around a few things here and there, so we'll see.
I will say, we would love to do a 4K of Bubblegum Crisis if that's possible.
Right, we're looking into it. That's another one where they have to find the film elements.
Yeah, we'd have to do it on a fresh scan and all that
well,
stuff.
The other thing is it was one of those OVAs that was shot on film out of sequence and then edited together on video, and so we would have to, once we found all the film, it'd have to be recut entirely. Mm-hmm. So, that's tough. So, as always on these streams, can't talk about anything we haven't already announced. Anything that is not currently in print and listed on the AnimEigo website, like You're Under Arrest and a lot of those older shows, we don't have the rights to them anymore, and in some cases we don't have a good way to get them back. It depends on the licensor. A lot of things in Japan have changed.
Well, I can say that as far as Macross 2 goes, I'm currently color grading it in SDR.
Yep.
Justin is currently cleaning the film,
it's pretty
getting
clean,
all the dust out and stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty clean, but there's like a couple...
Yeah, it's also really shaky, too.
Yeah, blobs here and there.
Yeah, so that's where we're at. We don't really have much to show.
Yeah, that'll have to go through Robert anyway.
Yeah,
that's his project.
It's his project also, so we can say that we're working on it, but any updates regarding Macross 2 will come from their side and not ours. And as for Fudo, I mean...
Yeah, Fudo, that's for Media Blasters to talk about. We are, but their post-production facility.
Oh, no HDR. Yes, there will be HDR for Macross 2. After the SDR is graded, then it'll go to HDR grading after that.
They have... Basically, David has to compare it with all the existing materials and make sure the SDR looks perfect, and then it gets punched up from there.
Right. Yeah, I'm doing an SDR for that because we're putting out a regular Blu-ray as well as an HDR 4K, so
Yeah.
we need both.
Well, also our HDR grader, he doesn't really grade from scratch usually.
Right. He usually takes what an SDR completed thing and then
Use that
builds off with that, you know.
AnimEigo has a good history with Kickstarter. There are plans to use that under new management. I'm open to the idea, but not until Robert finishes his, because I don't want there to be two AnimEigos on Kickstarter, because that will get really confusing for everybody.
That's true. Also, Macross 2 was shot on 35mm film, yes.
Any news on Dagger of Kamui? No news. Be patient. I think good things will come to those who wait. Bubblegum Crisis Gumball Machines. Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, how many of those would you sell? 5, 6?
Not a lot. I mean, people don't really even buy from them anymore.
Wait, you guys are making a new 1080p release with Macross 2? Yes, of course.
Yes, it's a UHD and Blu-ray combo, I guess.
And unlike the previous Blu-rays in Japan, it's going to be based on the brand new 4K scan.
Right.
This is a brand new 4K from
scratch.
From scratch, and it looks better than anything that has come before. Yeah, looks like that's pretty much it. So yeah, I guess that we can kind of probably wrap up. But keep thinking about ways to build community. That's what I want the theme of AnimEigo to be going forward. Oh, shit, I almost forgot. The interviews. So, as you guys might remember, over the last 2 years before all this AnimEigo stuff started happening, I was working on a documentary project where I was going back and interviewing just dozens of people that made the industry what it is back in the good old days, from Robert Knapton to Robert Woodhead to my old boss John O'Donnell, John Sarabella. Like, I have over 30 of them in the can so far. And the idea was to make a really nice produced docuseries, but that's not really a market that exists anymore. You know, there was a time when a company like Netflix or somebody would take these esoteric entertainment industry documentaries as long as they had a nostalgic bent to them. But those days are over. So I am going to be repurposing those interviews for YouTube. And you know, we'll be cutting them down. They'll be like produced. They'll have like some nice interview, some asides where we visualize them with a sketch artist, etc. But it's not going to be the super produced documentary that we were planning on originally. And we will be using the AnimEigo YouTube channel for that. And we will have a special bonus for people who want to support the project. We consider to be documenting the history of anime in the English-speaking world. I literally flew to London to shoot interviews with the people that created Manga Video, Andy Frayne, Lawrence Guinness, and also a few other people. Yes, we did interview Jerry Beck. Awesome guy. We're actually neighbors.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which that reminds me, I should text him because I
haven't spoken to him since that.
I haven't.
But yeah, he's really, really awesome.
Yeah, he's also very, very busy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to be kind of building a YouTube presence with all these interviews, and we will have bonus ways for you to help. We'll probably have like probably not Patreon specifically, but a Patreon-like experience for you to kick in so we can shoot more of them, because honestly, I haven't covered anybody. Yes, Jerome Mazandrani, we interviewed him in London. I have not been able to interview anybody in the Bay Area yet or in Texas at all. And
that's
from
pretty interesting.
Everything that I know about Bubble Era ADV is just fascinating. Those guys were going full rock star over there. So I really want to really hear it in their own words, hear what happened. I got Stu Levy. Who else did I get? Let's see.
You got Mike Toole.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, obviously, but I don't think you mentioned him.
Wait, did I interview Mike yet?
Did you interview Mike?
I don't think I interviewed Mike yet. I was
surprising.
I was planning. Well,
in Otakon or something?
Well, he didn't go last year.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I got Toshi Yoshida, who used to be at Viz and then Bandai, and now is for the last X number of years been at Pokemon. I got I was there's still quite a few in LA that I haven't reached out to yet. It was one of those where it's like I could just keep going forever because these names they're endless. But there's a lot of people yet to interview, and people I want to interview in Japan as well. Wouldn't it be amazing to get Katsuhiro Otomo's point of view of going to the States for the first time and seeing what American fans were like? That's a pie in the sky dream, but I think it might be attainable. Yeah, he's been very good to us. He was very happy with our Robot Carnival set that we did for Discotech, so that might be an in.
Yeah, it's also a good opportunity to remind everyone to subscribe to the YouTube, because you don't want to miss anything interesting coming up that we just discussed. So
anyone from Genion or Bandai? Oh yes. Did I get Fred Ladd before he died? No, I did not. Unfortunately, there's. Let's see. Got a couple voice actors. I didn't want to talk to too many voice actors because their experiences are there's a lot of overlap between their experiences. So, but man, there's so many people. The UK interviews were spectacularly illuminating. It was fascinating. Nobody knows some of the stuff that's happened yet. Gen Fukunaga's in Texas. I've not touched Texas yet. I do definitely want to interview Gen. So yeah, there's that's going to be
it's a long-term thing, kind of. Yeah.
Right. It's going to be promotion for what we're releasing disc-wise, that's enough. We have a lot of irons in the fire. Right.
Honestly, I was thinking, wow, there's not really that much we're doing, but after this, it's like, oh yeah, there's actually quite a bit.
No wonder I never feel like I'm getting anywhere. I work on a little bit of all of these every day, and I'm like, I'm treading water.
And we didn't even touch upon the stuff that we can't announce yet.
Yeah, which is plenty.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and this has been a pleasure. We're both always open and available on the socials. And
I want to bring up one thing. A lot of people are bringing up a Discord server.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
what do you think?
I think it would. I mean, if you want to build up a community, then I think it's a pretty no-brainer. But we need to find good community moderators and things like that to really rein in the chaos, because
those things get flooded real quick.
Yeah, especially with a big community, we want some order.
Right.
We don't want it to be such a lawless state. You know what I mean?
In my opinion, Discord servers tend to be best when they're 50 people, and once you get over 100, it's just you can't even keep up. But maybe, we'll think about it.
We'll think about it.
I'll think about it. Show Journey from the Fall.
Oh, yes. So this is coming out
July
27th?
10th.
July 10th is our new Blu-ray for Journey to the Fall.
And that's what it looks like in the cardboard slipcase.
Right. This is the exclusive case you get with the
order from
MediaOCD.com. Here's the back
so if you don't know about this movie, I actually worked on this back when I was at Imagination. It is an absolutely gorgeous and harrowing story of the Vietnamese refugees from after the fall of Saigon in 1975. It's premiered at Sundance, won a ton of international film awards, and has been out of print and unavailable for many, many years.
Yeah.
The original film elements have been destroyed by mold.
Yes, unfortunately.
They're actually going to be so. Actually, UCLA Film and Television Archive has not given up on the Interpositive.
Okay, and that's the one with burnt-in subtitles, or
no?
Is it clean?
It's clean.
Okay,
but they need to raise. They estimate the restoration at $75,000.
That's a lot of money.
Yes, I told them I cannot justify that.
No.
But it would be really cool if we can get some support for this film, because a lot of people don't remember it, and it is, given all the horrible things that are happening in the world these days, I think people need to see what that experience is like. And there aren't many stories about the refugee experience, not many movies at all, and I think less than 5 about Vietnam specifically. So yeah, if you can have a chance to see it, I think it's already up on Tubi, so you can check it out there, and it will of course be going up as a paid stream on YouTube and Google Play. It's great stuff, and I hope you enjoy. The disc looks really good for not being a new transfer. It is HD. We did clean it up quite a bit.
It looks as good as it can for what we had anyway.
Yeah, and
I think it looks pretty good in general.
And we're pretty discerning. You more than me, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, if I think something looks fine, then I think it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty critical.
We're pretty picky. We're pretty picky. We were at this company for a reason. All right. Well, thank you again for joining us. And at this time we should close this up. But yeah, hit us up anytime, and we'll in another month or so we'll do another one of these with some of the other guys at MediaOCD. Have a great one.